Tarot, here for all of your tarot needs. I hope you've all had a wonderful day. Don't forget to pop a hello in the chat box for your free tarot read. Spirit box is on this evening, and first thing we get through is we can see you all. Fascinating. Once again, welcome back to Shadow Sound Tarot, where we try to meet all of your tarot needs. Don't forget to pop a hello in the chat box for your free read. We have this evening our EMF detector, and we also have our spirit box working. We have tarot reads available as well as oracle reads too. Don't forget to pop a hello in the chat box for your free tarot reading. Good evening and welcome back to Shadow Sam Tarot. I do hope you're all doing well today. I'm doing very well, Krabby Goat, and how are you doing? I do hope today's been treating you quite well. How are you doing, my lovely? Oh, well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. I'm glad you're feeling healthy today. I really am glad I'm probably feeling a lot healthier than I do.
Oh.
That is an EMF detector. Electromagnetic field detector. My baseline is a singular one light throughout the whole house. Once I open the circle, I get a second light blink, which is the EMF detector feeling that the circle is open. It's picking up on the EMF. I also have the spirit box going, so that there are times when the spirit box is talking away and these lights are up here, and that's when we can then correlate the fact that there is a spirit directly speaking to us rather than a spirit that's speaking over us, because I have found in the past that we have quite a lot of spirits that like to commune around me and speak over me, you know, having conversations between themselves, which can be quite confusing for anybody really. So this just helps to correlate what it is that we're seeing on hearing on the spirit box, as well as seeing it physically. I don't know if you can also see on this screen, but I also have in this far corner an Orgonite pyramid. Now I've got this here because I've got a router over there somewhere. So I like to have this between the router and my circle because it creates a barrier, so that what's going on here is literally only going on here. Oh, thank you so much.
Unity.
I'll be quite honest with you, these are quite cheap to buy. They're only about £15–18. I am a spiritualist. So there are times when I will hear things, times when I will see things, times when I will pick up on situations. Mostly I work with tarot cards, and once in a blue moon, if I feel called upon, I can do a psychic read, but it all depends on whether there's genuine connection there for a psychic read. So yeah, don't forget guys, if you'd like a tarot read, just pop a hello in the chat box and then let me know if you'd like to ask a specific question or if you'd like a general reading. Krabby Goat, yes, of course you can have a general reading, darling. What would you... a general reading in general, so... give me a second, my lovely. I just want to write this name down in my book of names. My book of names. These are all the names that have come out on the spirit box. I'm keeping a list of them specifically. I lost my bloody last pen. Oh no, hang on. I should have one stashed away in this little cubbyhole of a desk I've got. Hang on. There we go. Get another pen. So we've got Earl and Francis. I just want to add these to the list. I actually believe that there may be a old cemetery that is pretty much where I'm living right now that's been forgotten over time. Very, very old cemetery. And especially if I get last names, I'm writing them all down to build a compilation and see who I can track down and stuff. It is literally a list of all of the names that have come through the spirit box since I've started doing live readings.
Deserve.
What I like to do is after every tarot read that I've done, I like to sit down and read through the spirit box and correlate it to what I've been doing, who I was speaking to, what we were talking about, and what came up on the box. Because there's quite a few times where a message will come through, but it's not clear until after I've finished reading, and I need to sit there and really research it. So yeah, I will quite happily give you a general read, darling. Crabby goat, general read. Crabby goat, general.
What are you using?
These are called tarot cards, Spirit. Crabby goat, general read. Crabby goat, general read. Crabby goat, general read. It's 2. It's 3. Oh no, there's 2 cards there, so we should take 2 of them. It fell like that. It fell like that. Crabby goat, general read. Get the abundance. So, how many cards have we got here now? 6, 5, 5. Moving on. Charity, the Fool, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Abundance. So, I see that there's some self-analysis coming forth, and some disappointment. It's almost that, yes, I have 8 cups and they are all full, but it's not enough. It's time to move on. It's a moving on card. It's a moving forward card. Thank you, Spirit. It's a traveling card. Escapism. Escapism is what comes to mind. We've got the charity and the giving card. No. Are you planning to go travelling at some point? I know that really sounds kind of... Because the Ace of Pentacles here is about new starts, a new abundance, new beginnings, new businesses, new money, new investments, a new financial beginning. See, the way I'm reading this at the moment...
I don't mind speaking.
Oh, it's nice to hear from you, Spirit. What I'm reading from this at the moment is there is a need to escape and to move on. And in order to do so, it's almost that... In order to do so, there needs to be some charity involved, some giving. Giving from you, but also giving from others.
Isolation.
But I also see that this could be charitable donations coming in. See, if it was in the reverse, I would say it's giving the money to charity. But with it being in the upright, it's the receiving of the charity. So the dream is to move on and to move forward and to let go, maybe even a bit of travelling. I see that there's going to be some charity involved in this, and it may be a community donation, or maybe even...
Stop the camera.
No, I will not stop the camera, Spirit. Thank you. I see there possibly being new job? New job. New employment. It's like I want to go travelling. I've reached my limit. I need to go travelling. I need to just walk away and go and have an adventure and do some self-discovery. That's what I'm reading. There's charity involved, money coming in. Somebody's generous enough to help. That could be an offer of a new job somewhere. It's a risk to take. It is a spontaneous decision. So it's an instantaneous, like, here's the offer. Yes, I'll do it. I'm going. Hello, Phantom Punk, my darling. And I see it's the need to move on, the charity coming in, the adventure. Again, it's another travel card. It's another adventure card. I see, but the adventure's bringing a new financial beginning. So this could be like a new job. Maybe there's a job offer coming up. Maybe there's a... Ooh. See, the Queen of Pentacles is there. Crabby Goat, can I ask what your biological sex is, either male or female? I won't ask what your gender is, because I find that that's too personal a question to actually be asking people, but female. Thank you very much. Okay. This is what's coming up for you. Okay. You're going to reach your limit and you are going to walk away. You are going to walk on. There will be charity involved. There will be windfalls coming in. Somebody's going to make a charitable donation. Maybe it's an offer of a job somewhere. You are going to be spontaneous and you're just going to do it. You're just going to do it. Take the adventure and travel. Because it's going to provide you with a complete financial new beginning. And in turn, it's going to turn you into the Queen of Pentacles. The abundance. The mature, emotionally, financially mature and secure woman. So yeah, there's travel here. Charity will get you going. Now, I don't know whether that's going to be a job offer or maybe you're going to get a windfall, but I see that there's money coming in. Money coming in. Take the risk. Take the new beginning so that you can grow to be the financially successful and independent young woman. Okay, I'm going to throw some crabby goat, crabby goat, crabby goat, crabby goat, crabby goat. Hard one. Crabby goat, crabby goat. I'm not going to take it, then pop. Crabby goat. Oh, no. Right, so we know what cards 2 and 3 in it are. Let's look at card number 1. So, you need to be aware of bad finances. Not necessarily gambling. Not necessarily gambling. But this is about being... This is about watching your finances. Making sure that... Okay. Okay. I feel like this is to do with this. You have bad finances.
Wonderful.
Be worried. Be aware of this. Keep an eye on your finances. Okay. Because generosity is coming. Generosity is coming. Right? You must use that generosity in the right way. You must really concentrate. As the cards say, manifest. Tell the universe exactly what it is that you expect this money to do for you. Set goals. But don't just set goals, set baby steps to get to those goals. So the goal could be to buy a house. But what's the baby step of that? Well, it's to have 10% of the cost of the property in an account for a minimum of 2 years to prove to the bank that you can financially afford it. You know, it's the little baby steps to get you on your way. And then at the end of it all, it's all about giving it time. Everything is coming in its own way, in its own time, and it's all about the cycle of life. And to just let things flow. Like water on the river. Let it flow. Let it do what it needs to do. Be there to support that river. So if the river flows over, you can build the bank back up because you're being mindful of what you're doing. And whilst you're doing it, you're manifesting. Okay? And you're being aware of your money. Don't give your money away. Count every penny. Because the option of this new life and this new potential far outweighs any of the negative thoughts that could come from it. So, Crabby Goat, I'm going to leave that one with you, my darling. I do hope that that's helped you, at least in some ways. Yeah. Moving on, there's charity involved, the Fool. That's not necessarily a bad card, so don't think of it as a bad card. But yeah, I'll leave that one with you, Crabby Goat. You're more than welcome, sweetheart. You are more than welcome anytime. Anytime. All right, my darling. Now, is there anybody else in chat who would like a tarot read? Anybody at all? And if so, if you would like a read, can you pop a hello? And either pop next to it either the word general or a word question. And then put the question in afterwards, if you don't mind. In the meantime, Phantom Punk Ooh, one loot, one goblin, one. I'll just call you Loot Goblin. I'm more than willing, darling, absolutely. Like a general read, or do you have a specific question that you would like me to ask the cards? And then Phantom Punk I'll read for you afterwards, my lovely. I'll read Loot Goblin first. Loot Goblin has been here for quite a while. Okie
Good
dokie.
evening.
Did you manage to speak to any of your past encounters, Phantom Punk? You know, anybody that you've been with in the last 3-4 months? Because I remember your read from last night, darling. Not yet. Okay. Keep your eyes and your ears to the ground, yeah? Loot Goblin, you'd like a general read. I can do a general read for you, my darling. So, Loot Goblin, general read.
I'm outside.
Loot Goblin, general read. Darkness and negativity remains outside. You cannot enter this house. Love and light and all things bright are all that shall remain. Love and light and all things bright are all that shall remain. Love and light and all things bright are all that shall remain. That feels better. A general read is absolutely perfect for you, Loot Goblin. Pardon? Did you hear that? Told me to go eat shit.
We're gathering.
Love and light and all things bright and only good remain. Love and light and all things bright and only good remains. Let's just burn some more of this sage stick. There we go. Honestly, a general read's probably the best thing to do. I will do you a 5-card spread. And then if we feel that we need to ask any questions of each card, we can then expand on that. Yeah? Alright, Loot Goblin. Loot Goblin. Loot Goblin, general. Loot Goblin, general. That's far too many. That's half a flipping deck there. Loot Goblin, general. It's a reverse. Loot Goblin, general. No, I won't take that. That was too quick, and that could have been my finger. Loot Goblin, general read. No, maybe it wasn't then. Maybe I was meant to have that card. Loot Goblin, general read. Loot Goblin, general read. There, it's safe there. It was meant to come out. Loot Goblin, general read. Loot Goblin, general read. A lot of people who do tarot may not necessarily deal the cards the way that I do. I do take the cards that jump out at me because they're telling me this is the story we want to tell. Some people will concentrate on their deck and then they will literally split their deck and then deal from there. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to take what jumps out because that works better for me. So the first card that we got for you, my darling, is there's going to be some financial losses coming up. And I'm going to say it's quite heavy losses because this is 10 of the Pentacles in reverse. No, there's not. You better not, mate. Let's just get... Bear with me. Let me just get another candle underneath this sage stick because the last thing I don't want right now is to be spiritually attacked again like I was last night. I literally had something attack my whole head last night and I was pretty much in tears. And I know it was a dark entity. I just don't want to take the risk of having something really bad happen, you know? Because it can happen, and it does. There we go. That's nice. Okay. It wasn't supposed to start a whole fucking fire. There we go. Right. So, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse, it's about financial losses, and it's about sudden financial losses, unexplainable, unexpected, sudden financial losses. So just be aware of your finances. You need to keep an eye on them. All right. It is scary to be attacked like that. I literally started last night, and I'll be honest,
very
I didn't
shy.
open my circle correctly yesterday. My space wasn't cleansed before I started, and because of that, it really fudged me up. But today I have gone out of my way. I have pre-cleansed and extra cleansed just to make sure. So yeah, that was the first card. Loot Goblin, Loot Goblin. I don't want to read that one out, just in case there happens to be a specific word on there. I'm going to go with the Broken Dreams, Loss of Childhood Innocence. Bad News is the card that I would go with the most with that one, okay? Bad News. So there's going to be some financial changes, and there's going to be some bad news, and I'm so sorry. It's going to be about poor financial control, and there's going to be a lot of lost opportunities when it comes to finances. Okay, you need to be aware of every penny that you've got in your account and what you're doing with it, how you're spending it.
Julie.
Oh, another name for the book. I feel that there's Loot Goblin, can I ask what your biological sex is? Either an M or an F, please, if you don't mind. I won't ask you your gender, because I personally feel that's a bit... You're a male. Right. Are you living at home with your mother? That's not to say it's a bad thing or anything, because it's really not. A lot of people still live at home quite a long time nowadays. Nobody can afford to live anywhere. Lol, no. Are you in a relationship at this moment? Because there's a female involved in all of this, and this is why I'm asking. So that's what that is. Okay. That's okay. And you're single. Well, there is a very nurturing female on these cards here. She's a mature,
Hear my footsteps.
Right. I wouldn't say a mature female. She's more of an emotionally mature and mentally mature woman. A woman who provides warmth. She is loyal. She's trustworthy. She's warm and kind and sensitive. And in a lot of ways, she's very romantic. She's a bit of a romantic.
Dancing.
Okay. I see that the problem with this, though, is the Queen of Swords in reverse. I feel, because with this card, it could be like overly critical, pessimistic, lack of empathy, rude, or malicious gossip. I feel this is malicious gossip. There is malicious gossip involved. I feel that this female is the right one for you, but there is some malicious gossip involved, and I want to expand on that. I want to expand on the malicious gossip. Let's just move things over just a little bit, make a little bit more. I want to expand on the Queen of Swords, okay? It could be female spirit protecting you. Could be, but I want to expand on this one because I feel it's malicious gossip. It's Loot Goblin, Loot Goblin, Queen of Swords, Queen of Swords.
Bed.
Oh God, no, no. This is about your mum. Up there is about your mum. she did. And it was all because she had a lack of money, poor financial control, possible bankruptcy. But that was the underlying part of the underlying issues with her, the way she was. Yeah, she was overly critical, rude, had no empathy whatsoever, and created a lack of fulfillment. Misery. I see she carried misery across it. She carried misery, created misery. It's also like a shattered dreams, broken home sort of. Okay. General Root Goblin. Root Goblin. Oh, that's two. I'm going to take those two. So we've got the Chariot. So there is victory in overcoming obstacles. Having self-discipline, hard work and focus creates new beginnings and new relationships. Yes, we know that. Root Goblin. Root Goblin. Root Goblin. Take the Knight of Swords. It's the top one. I only take the top one only. It's about being rude and not using your brain the way you should do. Tactless. You need to be. That's a warning card. Beware of being out of your depth. Beware of being rude and tactless. Beware. Root Goblin. Root Goblin. Root Goblin. So where's the rest of this story then? This is all, yeah. And then dreams. Okay. So, Chariot, Ace of Cups, Knight of Swords in reverse. The Magician is in reverse. It's about illusion, trickery, wasted talent? Wasted talent.
Chaos.
Okay, so now I can read these properly. This is the mother, the issues that she created, and the issues with her that damaged and shattered your dreams, and gave you the lack of fulfillment and the lack of, it was basic misery and heartache that you didn't deserve. Next we have the Chariot. That's you. You overcame your obstacles. As you stated, you walked away. Yeah, exactly. You've worked really hard to get to where you are. It was a new beginning. So you overcame your obstacles. You walked away to create your new beginning, your new life. Okay? You need to be careful of being out of your depth. These are the warning cards here. These two. Okay. We've got the Knight of Swords in reverse and the Magician in reverse. Now, the Knight of Swords in reverse is being out of control and out of your depth. Alright, which you totally were when you left home at 16, yeah? Everybody goes through that sensation when they leave home, however old they are. I personally left home at 16 too, but it's another story. You need to be aware. Watch out for wasting your talent.
Private.
For using manipulation or trickery to get what you want. These are your warning cards. You know, if you're feeling out of control, do whatever it needs to regain that control. But at the same time, don't use manipulation and trickery. Don't go down that route, because if you do, then you're no better than the ones that came before you. Yeah? Okay. And I see that the ultimate... what's going on right now is there are so many different options and choices for you to take. So many open dreams. You're still young enough. Hey, Icy. Nice to see you, darling. You're still young enough, and you still have enough multiple options.
Negative.
For you to take whatever you need to, and to pick whichever you want you to. Yes, it's a dream. It's a dreams card. But dreams are merely goals that haven't been reached. Yes, that's what I'm going to go with. The dreams are merely goals that haven't been reached. So I want to know, going forward from this general read, I want a future. I absolutely can, Icy. Give us a few minutes, do some more reads, and I'll get to you, my darling. I'm reading for Loot Goblin at the moment, and then I've got Phantom Punk afterwards. Okay? All right, sweetie. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin future. 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 Luke Goblin future. Future. Communication. It's also a compromise card. It's about working things out. Forgiving. Never forgetting. Never forgetting. But always forgiving. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. And I say forgiving because when we carry negativity within us, it creates negativity around us. Okay, the next card is open up your heart and it will help you attract more love. I know that with everything that you've been through in the past and how hard you've had to struggle to get to where you are now, that your walls are very high. You have very high walls. And keeping these walls up is not only cutting you off emotionally from other people, but also from being able to see the opportunities that are there, whether it be a business opportunity, a finance opportunity, a romance opportunity. Because the walls are up, you're almost blinded. Hello, Scorp. Nice to see you, darling. One last card for Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. Luke Goblin. There's a fire sign involved, so an Aries, a Leo, or a Sagittarius. What's your birth sign, darling? What month were you born? Are you? What's your star sign? Because there's definitely a fire sign in your future. Yeah, so you're an air. May 21st. I'm sure that's air, isn't it? Let me check. Let me check my brain cells. No, not our brain cell. Hang on. Yes, air. So air and fire are a good combination. Air feeds fire, and fire cannot be without air. So learn to communicate a little bit more. Learn to start letting the walls down. You don't have to let them all the way down. They don't have to come from all the way at the top, all the way down. Just a little bit. So that you can metaphorically look over that wall. To look around you. Okay? And watch out for the fire sign. That's the one for you. All right, Luke Goblin, I am going to leave that one with you, my darling. I do hope...
You're helping me.
Oh, I do hope I am, Spirit. Luke Goblin, I do hope you come back and see me soon, sweetie. Because what I like to do is I like to get a little bit of a catch up with everybody, maybe a few days or a week down the line, so that I can see how you're doing and what you're getting up to. Yes, Luke Goblin, I've just read your question. So this is a bit odd, but I feel like I have a great destiny that I'm letting down, but by inaction. That's correct. You have a natural talent and you're not using it. It's wasted, a wasted talent, and you're losing out on opportunities, and you need to really work on that. Well, you're more than welcome, Luke Goblin. Absolutely, you're more than welcome, my darling. And right, give me a second, because we have got Phantom Punk, then Icy, and then Scorp. Hello, Scorp, my darling. Just so that everybody is aware, I am multi-streaming this evening. So I am streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time. You may not all be able to see, well, YouTube cannot see Twitch chat and vice versa, but I've got both on my screen. So I'm more than happy to chat away with you, okay? Okay. If you just wait 1 minute, Icy, and I will get round to you, so that I want to be able to give you my full attention, darling. I really do. So if you don't mind just waiting a few minutes, and I'll read Phantom Punk, and then we will get round to you afterwards, okay? Okay. Phantom Punk, hello, my darling. So how are you doing? Do you want me to do a general read, or are you just popping in for a chat and a hello? Yes, you may have a general reading. I wonder if yesterday's information will come up. Phantom Punk, Phantom 007. 007. 007. not going to take that because it's just landed like sideways and I cannot read it. 007. Ooh, that's in the reverse. 007. Phantom Punk. So, it's 3. I'll do a 5-card spread for you. Phantom Punk 007. Phantom. That did flick. I will take it. 4. Phantom Punk 007. There's the 5. Excellent. That's pretty quick tonight. Right then. So your first card, my darling, is the Page of Pentacles in reverse. It's bad news in earthly matters. Oh, irresponsible. Hello, Scorpio Darkness. Hello, darling.
Jeremiah.
Again, with the biblical names coming up. Jeremiah. Jeremiah. It could be a financial thing. So obviously, you know, you are getting your head around your finances, aren't you? So that could be a lack of common sense when it comes to finances. Yes, we'll go with that. That feels right for you. Yes, darling. That is a lack of common sense when it comes to finances. Yeah, absolutely. So the second card is the Hierophant in reverse.
I'm hiding here.
Which is about challenging traditions. It's about challenging the conventional way of doing things, conventional lifestyles. It's unconventional relationships, non-conformity. Two of Cups in reverse is about disconnection, disharmony. It's falling out of love. Unhappy couples. Ooh, I think more disconnection and disharmony when it comes to... Yeah. Oh yeah, this is all about finances today, babe. This is all about finances today. Because there is inequality and imbalance within your finances, yeah? It's an unconventional lifestyle. All right, beautiful. There is the option of the Ace of Cups. So there is the outpouring and new relationships and new romance. This could be where the pregnancy card came in. Although personally,
Watch what I do.
I think that last night's pregnancy card is a current card rather than a future card. But I could be wrong. Because there is the Ace of Cups there. And that is all about new beginnings, new relationships, new love interests. It's also a fertility card, pregnancy card. And then we have on the very last card, which it's a 7 of Pentacles in reverse. Seems to be a common one with you. It's about bad financial management and not quite reaping what you sow. Okay, so once again, the cards are saying to you, you've not quite managed to get a handle on these finances yet. Okay, you're not quite managed to get it there. So what I want to do is I want a Phantom Punk future read, 3-card future read. Give me a message. Give me a message for Phantom Punk, 3-card future read. There's one. I'm going to take that. How did that land? It landed like that, didn't it? So it's in the upright.
Stay right here.
Phantom Punk future read, 3-card. Phantom Punk future read, 3-card spread. One last card. Last card. Phantom Punk 007. Right, we have new financial beginnings. This is your future. This is your future. The story. New job. I see a classing of perspectives though. The job isn't always going to be the perfect job. Just be aware. There's going to be some antagonism. And some clashing of perspectives I see here. This could be a new job, but I also see it could be a new financial beginning, a new like saving. No, not savings. Like paying off all your debts and finally being at zero, being at ground zero. Yeah. The message to be told right now. There's a potential for there's a potential for abundance, but your internal imbalance and your self-indulgence, your excesses with your finances, okay, are the issue. But there is a Queen of Wands here. Okay, there is a Queen of Wands, which is about being passionate. I'm going to take passionate from this. Passionate. In order for you to really get this, you have to be passionate about doing this. Okay, you have to be passionate about creating self-balance, about creating self-worth in order to create this new financial beginning for yourself. The cards are telling you you're doing well, but you need to do better. Okay? So what I want you to do, it's the first, I don't know what the date is where you are, but it is the 1st of October here. So what I want you to do starting from today is write everything down. Get a notebook and write down, bank balance this morning was this much. I have used my card and spent this much, or that leaves this much left over. Every time I don't know how your bank account works, but some bank accounts you can set it up so that if you're paying, say, £4.97 for an item, that it takes that 3p and puts it into the savings account for you. It's called rounding it up. And it takes the excess and puts it into a savings account. Now, if your bank doesn't offer you this, why not think about looking around a different bank that can offer you this? That will also help you to keep track of every single penny. You need to have passion, okay? Passion. Because I see female in the future. I see happiness, I see joy, I see abundance, I see a potential for a whole new life. But it is your lack of perspective and it is your self-indulgence that is holding you back. Okay, Phantom Punk? I'm going to throw you some oracles. Let's throw you some oracles.
Insist.
What I'm going to say is to you is at the moment, money's more super important than anything else, because to sort your money out will sort out your future. Okay? Okay. 007, 007. Message from the universe for 007. My friend, Phantom Punk. I need a message from the universe for my friend, Phantom Punk. Phantom Punk, Phantom Punk, Phantom Punk. If anybody hears cats screaming, it's because there's a cat outside screaming. And I think it's mine, to be honest with you. Cycles, fate, karma, something ends, something begins. So in order for your new financial beginning to happen, you have to end that previous life. And I don't mean like death, I mean like if you're the word, I'm searching for words, it's like an addict, like a drug addict. When they get clean and they come out of rehab, they don't go back to where they started. They move to a new area with new friends, new start, new way of thinking. That's what I'm trying to get to, a new way of thinking. You need to break the cycles of your thoughts. Your thoughts are holding you back. That self, you need to have some self-worth. Again, the confession card has come up again. Someone has something to tell you. It is time for a second life. Absolutely time for a second life. Message for Phantom Punk. And the last one again is an air sign. So what was your sign again, sweetheart? What was your star sign? And when I say star sign, I mean the month you were born in donates your very basic star sign, and then we go into it from there. But what was your star sign again, Phantom Punk? Gemini. Yeah. So this is for you. Okay, this is just reaffirming that this is all for you, not for somebody else. Okay, Phantom Punk. So maybe
Charlie,
rather than someone having a confession to you, maybe it's time for you to confess to somebody how much help you need. Yeah? Anyway, I'm gonna leave that one with you, Phantom Punk, because we know, don't we, darling? Yeah. But that, I tell you what, you are doing amazing. Don't let the cards get you down. Just because the cards are kicking you in the ass and going, you need to do better, you need to do better. Don't let it get to you, because at the end of the day, you're doing a fantastic job. And every day that you manage to save even a few pennies is a day that you've won. Yeah? All right then, my darling. Right, I'm going to move on to the next person. Now, the next person on the list was Icy. And then we have Scorp. And then who else? Who else has joined the queue as well? We've got Hearts 80. So, can I just get... Oh, and Scorpio, I need to... Yeah, at the moment... Hang on a minute, Scorpio. Let me scroll through and get this done properly, so we're all in the right order, because I don't want anybody getting upset that they've been missed out. Because I really want to make sure I do as many as I can tonight. So we had Luke Goblin, Phantom Punk, and then we've got Icy. And then after Icy, it will be...
Saw Torture.
Don't know if Scorp's still there, but it was technically Scorp next. And then we've got Scorpio Darkness. Hello, my lovely. Good to see you again. And then after that, we have got a Philala. Then we have Hearts after that. So it's not too bad tonight. We are down to 4 on the list. And I'm moving on to Icy now, okay? Okay, sweetheart. Right, Icy. Are you still there, my lovely? You said that you'd treat yourself to some of these cards recently.
Go over there.
Let me go, and I'm going to scroll back up chat, and I'm just going to read what you've put. So I hope you don't mind if I read it out loud. It's better for me, because... Yeah. So, right, so you've put, so my sister died, I never knew I had one. I asked my mum, but I had a feeling something was hanging around, like a girl is around me. And then she told me I had a sister once, and I feel connected to her. Well, that's good. You've got a guardian angel. It's just when someone is reading me, there is always something with abused and kind of stuff. Okay, so what would you want? What do you want to talk to the tarot about today? What do you want to ask the tarot? What do you want to ask me? You said you'd treat yourself to these cards. Is there anything that I can do to help you with these questions you have about these cards?
Strength.
So what we want to know is let's ask a yes or no question first. Yes or no question, is your sister watching over you? Is Icy's sister watching over you? Is Icy's sister watching over her? No. Okay. Is it a female relative watching over Icy? Or relative watching over Icy? No. Opposite of yes is no. Okay. Is this a darkness hanging over Icy? Is this a darkness hanging over Icy? Yes. The unveiling of secrets. Okay, Icy. I see that what your sensations that you've actually been feeling is that there's a darkness hanging around you. And I feel that it's linked to traumas rather than actual family members. I feel that as you've experienced the traumas, it has opened up your psyche to what I would call the dark. And that could be anything that is within the dark. Okay, we can't even comprehend the dark as human beings, but that's what I will say. All right. What we want to know is
It's scary here.
what I need you to do, Icy, is I need you to take a bath at some point in some hot water. No soap, but lots of salt. It's called a salt bath. Yeah? If you can use like Dead Sea salt or something that's a bit more natural rather than refined salt, that'd be brilliant. But if all you've got is table salt, then use that. Use a cup of that. Take a bath. Wash yourself from top to bottom with the water, making sure that it cleans your whole body, that the water itself just cleans you. Okay? Once you've done that and you've climbed out of the bath, you're going to stand in front of the mirror with your pajamas on, obviously, and give yourself a little mantra. I am beautiful. I am strong. I am capable. I can do this. Okay? The salt bath will clear the negativity's hold on you. It will always be there and it will always have some form of a connection, but you can break the connection down
Introvert.
so that it's easier for you to deal with. And the mantra in the mirror is also to break down the link to the dark, okay? Because everybody who struggles with trauma, who has traumas, has darkness with them, that carries with them. And there's nothing that we can do about it, but we can fight it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for that. Let's just give you a bit of a general read and see what we can pick up. There's some trickery involved, some cunning and some trickery. This is the entity. This is the dark that I say is connected to you because of your traumas. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. There's a mature, emotional female involved. Do you have a mom? A friend of yours died of suicide. Yeah. There's a nurturing female involved here. I feel it's more of a mum figure. Or an aunt. Or an aunt.
Mabel.
Or a grandma. You know, a female relative. Could be a female friend. Honestly, I'm going with the sensation in my heart. Hello, DFX. I'll add you to the list in a minute, my darling. All right. It's your mum. It's your mum. Okay. I see. I see. I see. I see. I see. So the next card I get for you, I see, is the Page of Swords. There is patience that is needed.
Dangerous.
It's about taking your time. Curiosity killed the cat. Curiosity is a great thing, but it did kill the cat. So you need to be careful. And patience is needed. Planning and being protective and guarded of oneself. Planning and guarding of oneself. I see. I see. I see. I see. There we go. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's about unwelcome changes. Things about the world changing, about things changing around you that are feeling unwelcome, that are disconcerting to you, upsetting you. They are disorder, external forces. Disorder. And you said you lost your friend to suicide. That's a horrible thing to go through. I'm so sorry for you. And I'm so sorry for all of her family as well. And then we have the Page of Cups in reverse, which is about childhood issues. So there's manipulation and trickery involved. The Queen of Cups, the mother. Patience is needed, and planning and being vigilant, being protective and guarded of oneself. Then we have its upheaval and disruption and unwelcome change, followed by bad news, broken dreams. Okay, I see. Let me expand on this for you. Let me expand on this. I see. So patience, again, patience is needed.
Dress.
Okay, patience and planning. Okay, patience and planning. I see. Again, we've got another Queen card, but it's the Empress this time. Now, the Empress card is about pregnancy. It's about fertility and motherhood. So patience is needed within the motherhood. So you need to have patience with your mother. You need to have patience with your mother. I really feel like you need to have patience with your mother. I don't know why you need to have patience with her though. Because there's vulnerability there. There's vulnerability there. She's weak. She's weak. She's weak and feeling inadequate. She needs you. Wow. Holy shit balls. Holy shit balls. Holy shit balls. Holy shit balls. Your mum's in trouble.
Here.
You need to protect your mum. Okay, she needs you right now. There's some patience is needed and she needs to be guarded because there's some trickery and manipulation in the background. It's going to cause some upheaval, some unwelcome delays. And it's bad news. It's all bad news that's going on with her at the moment. It's all bad news. There is the patience is needed card. Okay. So this is a patience card. Yes, it's a finances card, so it could be linked to her finances. But it's a hard work card. Yeah. It's also a positive card. Yeah. All right. The whole your mum needs help. All right. And I would even go so far as a grandmother may even need help as well. Because there's a lot of vulnerability right now, a lot of weakness, a lot of self-doubt, a lot of pain. Why, cards? Why? Well, this card is about the improvement of finances. The Five of Pentacles in reverse is about finances looking up and looking better. It's also an end to hardship, an end to poverty, an end. No longer feeling left out in the cold is what I feel. See, this one upright is about feeling left out, being out in the cold, right? And not being informed, not knowing what's going on, not being involved or wanted. This is the opposite. This is being informed, being involved, being wanted. Now, the last card I see is going to be the Four of Pentacles upright. So there's a financial issue going on within this family at the moment, and it's quite a serious one. Everybody's thinking about chipping in order to get it sorted. I don't know if this is a debt or a death or something that's happened, but patience is needed in order to really get this sorted. Your mum needs help. The females in the home, the females in the family are needing help.
Serendipity.
Okay, there is patience is needed in order to pull yourselves out of this financial difficulty. There's a vulnerability. It creates vulnerability, but there is an improvement of luck. There is a change in the finances. Yeah, so it's definitely your mum then. The Four of Pentacles is the budgeting card, so it's about being stingy. Like I was saying to Phantom Pomp, it's about counting every penny and making sure that every penny is accounted for. So if you've spent money, you need to know what it was spent on, and you need to get the most out of that money. Yeah, it's being quite stingy. It's also a hoarding card, but it is being a financially stable card. So patience is needed within the family in order to get out of this financial difficulty. But I do see that there is a positive at the end. But it's going to feel like the world is ending before you get to that positive. Do you understand? Patience is needed. You're just going to have to remember to be patient. Okay? Hold your tongue. Be mature. Be there to support your mum. In any way that you can. Yes. If you can help her out financially, then do so. But if not, then help her out in other ways. I see, I see. Let's get some oracle cards for I see and see where this takes us. I see, I see. I see. I see. I see. Top card only. I don't know why I put the second one down. I see. Are you pregnant by any
This
chance,
is my
love?
home. My life was short.
I see pregnancy. I see a change of residence. I see moving forward in life. It may not be a changing house, but I do see I'm moving forward in life. Maybe moving in with a partner. Maybe having moving into that next. But I see pregnancy's there. Pregnancy is there. Oracle. This is what's coming up. There we go. So you need to be aware that someone is expecting, someone is moving
Don't
in,
be afraid.
and someone is moving on. Wow. Someone is expecting, someone's moving in, moving into your life, into your home, into your circle, and someone's moving on. Yes, I think, I would say keep an eye on your period, start counting. It's between 25 and 30 days per period. So start counting your days. Don't forget that you are highly fertile between the 12th and the 15th day after your period. So that's when you would ovulate. Okay, and if you're not already pregnant, be aware that there is a pregnancy here on the cards for you. Okay, and I do see it being a positive as well. All right, Icy, I'm going to leave that one with you. Before I go, Icy, I'm just going to quickly go over the cards with you. Now, these are the numerology numbers, and you can look up these numerology numbers online. And each numerology number has a specific meaning. Okay, here is your chakra. Okay, so that's corresponding to whichever chakra it is in your body. You've been on the period for 4 weeks non-stop.
Danger.
Is that what you're saying to me, darling? That you've been on your period now for 4 weeks pretty much non-stop? Maybe a bit lighter, maybe a bit heavier. Because anybody who bleeds over 5 days should go straight to a OBGYN. Yeah, go to your OBGYN. Okay. I believe that you're pregnant and there's a possibility that baby could be struggling. You're not supposed to bleed like that. Whether you're on your period or whether you're pregnant, nobody's supposed to bleed like that. So I would like you to go to your OBGYN. I would like you to demand on getting an ultrasound and getting your internals checked. They're going to say, oh, we'll do a test. Just say to them, yeah, you can do a test, idiots, but you know, it's more likely to be a false negative than it is a false positive. And I'm not ready. I was about to say, I'm not ready for a child that's going to be poorly. So just go and get checked out. Okay, I'm not saying the child will be ill. But if you're bleeding for 4 weeks straight, that's not good. That's something seriously wrong. Even if it's not pregnancy, that is still something seriously wrong. That would actually be classed, in the medical world, it would be classed as
It's a long-term bleed.
a long-term bleed. But what's the other word?
Jail.
When you bleed out. I can't remember what the word is.
Mine's not blank.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, back to the cards. Numerology. You can look these up. So when you're doing a read for yourself, you can take notes. Okay, so you write down what card you got, what you got from the reading, and then once you've finished
Add
doing the reading
entities
for
here.
yourself, you then go and do the research into what each individual card means and what each individual card means when they're put together. Okay? That's the word hemorrhaging. I doubt it's hemorrhaging
Problem.
because they only technically use that word when it's a heavy bleed that has been over 48 hours where you're losing a minimum of, is it a gill? Which is like 2 litre.
Reflections deceive.
So I do want you to go and get checked out. I do feel that it's very important, and I would like you to come back and see me as soon as you've been checked out. Pop back on. If you're not comfortable speaking to me online, you can send me a DM, and I will quite happily sit on WhatsApp with you and have a little video chat, just one-on-one, you and me. All right? I'm happy to do that because I do this for free. You know, I was given this gift for free, and I should pass it on for free, and I do worry about people. I am not technically on Discord at the moment. I haven't actually set it up. That is on my list of jobs to do. In fact, I'm going to add it onto my list on here. Let me just start a new page. So we need to get Discord. Shadow Sam Tarot. Set up. In fact, I tell you what, I'm going to just pass this over to the husband. He's sat in the background. He's like, oh, give us 2 minutes, I'll do it. So my husband's just going to go and set up a Discord channel for us now. I will post the link for the Discord on chat once it's all set up. And then that way, if you'd like, we can talk one-on-one. Okay? Okay. Icy Sweetie, I am sending all the love with you. All the love. Okay? And I want you to go get yourself checked out and then come back and let me know if you're okay or not, alright? Alright, sweetie. And I'd like that too. I like to keep in contact with people. I don't just do this and then once I've closed the circle down, that's it. I don't think about it. No, I will spend all day tomorrow thinking about the people that I've spoken to, the readings that I've given, the way that I gave them, and I'm constantly analysing it so that I can do better and be better. I understand that there are some people who come onto my tarot channel because they feel like they haven't got anyone else to talk to, and that being here can be the difference between mentally making it through another day. All right, so everybody is welcome here all the time. All right, my lovely. Right, let me just flick over to that's absolutely fine, and thank you so much, Luke Goblin. That's such a lovely... Luke Goblin is just added into chat. You are really good at this. I can tell you have helped a lot of people. Thank you for sharing your gift, Shadow Sam. I would like to ask my protector to look out for you as well, if that's okay. And
Go away.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, darling. That means a lot to me. It really does. It really does. Now then, Scorp, are you still with me or have you gone? Because I know that it can take a while to get down the list. SKORP, Scorp on YouTube. You've probably gone, to be honest with you, darling. I'm guessing that you have. Oh, DFX, I need to add your name to the end of the list, don't I? I'm doing it now, I'm doing it now. I haven't forgotten. See? It's on. It's there. Alright then. I think Scorp is gone. I'm not getting anything. So the next person on the list would be Scorpio Darkness. Scorpio Darkness, my darling, step forward and say hello. How are you doing today? And how can I help you with tarot?
Girl.
I am certainly a girl spirit. Thank you very much. So Scorpio Darkness has asked, so today I would like to ask if my friendship with S is completely finished. And if she was able to share some final words with me, what would she like to express to me? So, bear with me and I shall throw some cards. What time are we looking at? 10 to 8. That's not bad, is it? So, let's see. I can do a yes or no on the... Is the friendship with S completely over? Is the friendship with S completely over? Is the friendship with S completely over? I'm going to take that card because it's fell.
Listen carefully.
Yes. Give me a second. I have just been instructed to pop the Discord open. Yes.
You are joyful.
Yes, I am, Spirit. Thank you so much. Oh, it's installing updates, baby.
Yeah, just leave it.
Oh, okay.
It'll do its
Okay.
thing.
Right, so we asked the question, is the friendship with S, completely over? And the answer is yes. Yes. Okay, the opposite of no is yes. All right, so what we want to know is what would S say if she could? 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 Yeah. So we have lack of abundance, lack of self-control, lack of financial control. We have the Five of Cups in reverse, which is about moving on, healing and forgiving and rejoining the world. Message from S. Last words from S.
Do you believe?
I do believe, Spirit. I truly believe. Message from S. Message from S. I'll take those two. They came together. And they must have needed it. So, the message from S so far. So, poor financial control, lack of money. You need to move on and forgive. Lost opportunities I see here. There was a lot. So, I feel that S's last message is that there is a lost opportunity here, right? And you need to heal and forgive, accept help and move on. There is fear and anxiety and an unhappiness and stress within her world, which has created upheaval and unwelcome change.
The rack.
But ultimately, the Empress upright. Yeah, she's basically saying, look, we're a lost opportunity, we're a lost prospect. It's time to heal and to forgive and to move forward. That there was an inability to cope. There was such anxiety and stress. And I feel there's a lot of guilt there. I don't know why she would ghost you, but maybe that's something to do with that guilt feeling that she's got. And she feels that she was the bad luck, the upheaval and the disorder that was in your life. And that by walking away, he allowed the Empress to walk in. Now, I don't know if she means like she thinks there's somebody in your group who's better suited to you, or if she can foresee you meeting somebody in the future who is better suited to you. And I think that's more what she's saying. There's somebody else in your future who is better suited to you. And the way I feel this is that the sentiment is, I'm a queen, you deserve an empress.
Argument.
So I do feel that there is an insecurity and a lack of control. But she felt she was out of control. She felt she was out of control. She was anxious that it was affecting you. She was hurt that it was affecting you. and she needed to move forward, move on. But she foresees you having an empress in your life in the future, a true empress, one that you truly believed. Yes, there was an argument. Yeah, Spirit is very good at picking up these things. Absolutely.
18.
Oh, do I look 18? Do I, Spirit? Oh, that's lovely. Oh, 38.
Poltergeist.
39. So, you know. Let's get some oracles. Scorpio darkness. Scorpio darkness. Oracle. Scorpio darkness. Scorpio darkness. Let's get some oracles. Good. Moving on. Or the moving card. So, again, we got the moving card down here. And again, we've got the moving card here. So it's not necessarily moving in with someone, it's just moving on. Okay? Okay. Whoa. I can't take that. There's like 10 cards there. That's not fair. I can't read that many. It's the intimacy card, but I see this as the reminiscing card, the reminiscing of intimacy. You need to move on from the reminiscing of the intimacy. You need to move on from the reminiscing of the intimacy. Oracle's being so clear, so clear. And then the last card is there is a bad finances, problems with addiction. And I feel that could be, ooh, it's almost like you're addicted to S. May not been physical intimacy. It may have been emotional intimacy. Sharing a laugh and a joke. Being able to meet each other on a emotional level. Intimacy comes in many forms. It's not just physical touch. Well, you know, they're just cards. It's all down to interpretation, you know? But as for the reason why she ghosted you, I feel it's more emotional insecurities within herself. And I can't really pick up anything else because I don't feel like she's giving off anything else. It's almost like she knows that you're constantly thinking about her and she's trying to psychically block. It may have been the boyfriend. It may have been the boyfriend. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm sorry, my lovely. I'm going to leave that one with you, Scorpio Darkness. All right, sweetheart. Right, I'm going to move on because I've only got 2 more left on the list. And it's getting late. It's nearly my bedtime. I'm in bed by 9 o'clock most nights. You are more than welcome, my darling. You are more than welcome. Right, who was next on the list? Does anybody remember? Was it Hearts, was it?
Wow.
Well, thank you, Spirit. Spirit just said, wow. I think the next on the list was Hearts 80, and then it's UDFX. All right, my lovely. That's the order in which it came up on chat, so I'm going to go with that order. All right. Go as fast as I can. I'm going. Right then. Hearts. Hello, my darling. How are you? Hope you're okay today.
There's many of us.
So, Hearts, would you like a general read or would you like to ask the tarot a question?
Cyrus.
Now, we can ask the tarot anything that you might like, or we could ask the oracle. It's up to you. I mean, whatever. Oh, there we go. Can you hear me? Oh my God. I was muted. My apologies.
Vengeance.
I was just saying, you know, it's okay, child. You can take my strong hand. My strong hand will save you. So, there's a lack of routine, and I also feel with you that you're not using your brain the way you should be doing. Yeah, your intelligence. You are highly intelligent, and I don't feel that you're using it properly. Okay, you're not being logical. Maybe irrational slightly. Pardon me. Hearts, energy, hearts, energy, hearts, energy, hearts, energy. Self-sabotaging behavior. Okay. Self-sabotaging behavior. So at the moment, you're sitting at quite a low to medium vibe. It's not uncomfortable for others, but it's not the nicest energy to be around. Okay. They can pick up when you're having your bad days. Yeah, they can feel it, and it's almost like it almost feels like aggression coming from you at times, but they understand that it's not aggression. They understand that that's just the way it comes across. Okay, I do see that there is a transition within your energy field at the moment, that there's
You are resourceful.
a spiritual insight going on, that you're almost picking up on your own energy and the people's reactions around you, and you're trying to compensate, trying to act and react within that moment. Yeah, right, bear with me. Heart's energy, heart's energy, heart's energy. So there is transition here. There is transition. And it's a self-awareness transition. This has landed in the reverse, even though it's on the floor. And it's the Knight of Pentacles. And this is a warning card. You have to, don't be impatient. Don't be lazy. And don't be impatient. You need to have common sense. Okay? You need to use your common sense because you've got it. Again, it's another warning sign. You need to get your routine sorted. You need to get your structure in your life sorted out. People are picking up that you don't have a routine in your life.
Experiment.
And that it is affecting you. Okay? Hearts energy. So the next card is there's a lack of ideas going on. Brain fog. This is the one I feel with this one. It's brain fog. So I'm going to take one more and then we're going to ask what's going on with the friend group and how we can... Oh, God damn it. It's landed in the reverse again. Which is laziness. So at the moment, I'm picking up that you are feeling quite a low vibe and that you're picking up on other people's responses to your low vibe, right? And it's not so much that they don't like it, it's just that they can pick up on it and they don't like having their friend feel like that. Okay? Lack of routine, self-sabotaging, lazy or impatient. I'd say lack of common sense on that one, to be honest. Brain fog. And again, laziness. So that is the perception of you.
I will appear.
From you and your friend group. That is what you are all seeing at the moment. Hence why you're suddenly asking me, why you're asking people what's going on with energies around me and my friends, because you are seeing it for yourself but you're not understanding it, whereas your friends are seeing it and they do understand it but they have no way of helping you or supporting you because they themselves do not know how. Okay, I feel like there is a tight knit group here, but I do feel that
Go right.
It's almost as if I feel like the group is doing this. It's doing this. So I don't know if there's fractures within the group, if there's just bad vibes vibrating around the group of friends at the moment, hearts. Give me an oracle for hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. There's a pregnancy card. This card has come out more tonight than it ever has done before. So somebody could be pregnant. Hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. Hearts vibe. Open up your heart. Which you are doing, because you're opening your mind, you're opening your eyes, and by doing so you are opening your heart. So you're doing a good job. Hearts, 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 hearts. Hearts, are you pregnant? Or someone you know pregnant within your group? You still there, hearts? Don't seem to be getting anything through on the chat at the minute.
It's not just me here.
Yes, Spirit, I know how many there are of you here. No, I'm not getting... The cards have gone cold. The cards are cold. So... Go get tested. I think you may be pregnant. And if you are, it's going to be within the first... I feel within the first 3 months. So I don't know where you are located in the world, but if you are in the UK, there are options. I'm not sure about America because Americans keep telling the world that women shouldn't have a brain cell, let alone be able to choose what to do with their own bodies. It's okay if you're not with anyone, you know, in a relationship. That's okay. These things happen. Yeah. These things happen. What country are you in, Hearts? What country are you currently Can I ask? If you don't mind, that is. That might be a bit too personal, I'm not sure. If it's too personal, just tell me to F you in the comments. I don't mind. I'm a bit concerned that if you're in America, you may not be able to receive the treatment that you might necessarily choose to receive.
Door.
Southeast Asia. Hang on a minute, I'm just envisioning a globe in my head. Asia, Southeast Asia. Right, okay. So, I'm not entirely sure on your laws. So, Hearts, go get a pregnancy test. Make sure you take care of yourself. And if you are pregnant, regardless of the choices that you make, whilst you are pregnant, take folic acid. Folic acid is not just for baby, it's for mum as well. Because babies strip everything out of mum's body. And mum needs the folic acid to help break down food and stuff so that she can use more nutrients. Okay? Alright, sweetheart. I see. So I went to ask my mum and she told me the same. The cards are true. Holy moly. Yeah. Yeah. Alright, Hearts. I'm going to leave that one with you, darling. Go and get a pregnancy test. And I see. Maybe my niece is pregnant. Ooh. You're more than welcome, Hearts. You're more than welcome, Hearts.
Grim.
Right, just give me 2 seconds. Just give me 2 seconds. I just need to pop off and yeah, I'll be back in 2 minutes. All right, guys, just hang on. Right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I needed to pop off and yes. Anyway. So, where were we? Let me just check chat. We are... I see my boyfriend has come and he wants to know. So, Rutius is my partner. He is very curious. Hi there, Rutius. Good evening, Rutius, and how do you do today? Do hope you're well, my darling.
Comedy.
Yes, Spirit, my life is a full-blown comedy. That is correct. Feels like it. You had a good day. It was just a long day at work. Well, at least you've got a job, my darling. Bless you. I bet you're absolutely shattered now, aren't you? So, Rutius, we have just done a read for Icy. I'm going to do a really quick run through with you. Can you remember what the read was at IC? Do you want me to tell him? Okay, there's some family issues regarding finances and a female. So I said a mum because I feel like it's mum.
Are you here for me?
That there's patience is needed. But there is serious financial difficulty. But I also felt that there was it was having a
Star.
negative effect within the family. But everything was being put on mum's shoulders. Okay, everything was being put onto mum's shoulders, and yeah. And then we pulled the oracle cards and it came up with pregnancy. Right? Pregnancy. Now, when I asked Icy about pregnancy, she's like, oh, well, I've been on my period for 4 weeks. Now, I have to tell you, Rutius, this is a serious concern from one female
Creativity.
to another. If you're not pregnant and your period lasts for more than a week, it is generally, quite often, high probability, a sign of something more serious. Okay? A serious problem that could cause infertility. And if she is pregnant and she has been bleeding for 4 weeks, then there may be an issue with the implantation of the fetus. Now, whatever the issue is that's going on there at the moment, she needs to go and see an OBGYN. I don't care how much it costs you. I don't care if you have to speak to your parents about getting money to borrow to pay for it, because I'm not sure where you live, right? But you do need to make sure that ICC's an OBGYN, because the pregnancy was on the card, and I do
Shadows
feel
move.
that, yes, I do feel that it is an early, like, first trimester, 6 to 12 weeks. I feel like 6 to 7 weeks, and that's a concern if you're that early on and you're bleeding that much. Okay, all right. So Rutius, your job as the man of the house to rah and all that, you know,
I was poor.
get a drag down the OBGYN, demand an ultrasound. Now, they will say, oh, we'll do a test and that'll tell us. And I want you to argue with them and say to them, no, there is a higher probability of a false negative than there is a false positive. So you need to make sure that they get in, do an ultrasound scan, and they won't be able to do an internal one, but that's dangerous. Plus the blood, it affects it. But they will do an ultrasound scan. Spirit has just said hospital. So I would just like to reiterate, Rutius, that you need to take her to a hospital, okay? And it needs to be done within the next few days. I mean, no more than a week. All right? At the end of the day, nothing is more important than health. This is super, super important. I don't normally... I'll be completely honest with you. I don't normally give out warnings like these. I don't normally do this. But I personally have had 2 children, both of which tried to kill me all the way through the pregnancy and through the birth. One of them actually did kill me on the table, but that's a story for another day. Thing is, I understand how dangerous these things can be and how much of a knock-on effect it can have. Okay? So, get to a doctor within the next few days, demand an ultrasound, get her checked. Don't take no for an answer. Don't let them fob you off going, oh, well, it's just period. You turn around to that doctor and you say, carry the fuck on, dude, and you'll be having a period. Yeah? That's how you need to be. You need to be the man. All right?
Speaking.
All right, I'm going to leave that one there with your IC. Yes, Sailor Dune, I'll add you to the list, but I do have one more read before you. I have DFX next. And I did promise DFX that I would give a read for them, so I must do it first, okay? And hi, Zara. How you doing, darling? It's good to see you, sweetheart. Oh. Bear with me, I've got an itchy foot. You're more than welcome, Sailor Dune. Oh. So. DFX. Hot. DFX Hots. Chihuahua looking emoji. If you're here, yes, I did ring, darling. You rang. Oh, DFX Hot. Don't forget to get my whiskey. No rocks, of course. Right, can routiers be on the queue? Yes, that's 2 more then. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Oh yes, breakfast is brilliant, Azera. You need to eat breakfast every day. How am I doing? I'm doing great. I'm getting a little bit tired. I'm heading towards my bedtime rapidly. So, because you know what I'm like. I'm usually in bed by 9 o'clock.
Gaining more energy.
So yeah. Yes, DFX Hot. I will give you a general. Correction. I will give you a general read. That could have been misconstrued. Very wrong, couldn't it? Dear, dear. DFX general read. Ooh. 3 of Swords in reverse. Empress in reverse. DFX. 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 Oh, it didn't turn though. Didn't pop. Wants to. DFX. 3rd card. DFX general read. DFX general read. Right, it's a 5-card draw. It's a basic 5-card draw. It's just to get us started. Bear with me a second. For some reason, I've managed to shut all of the windows on my PC. There we go. I lost you then. Right, DFX general read. We have got the 3 of Swords in reverse, which is about overcoming depression. It's about forgiveness, self-forgiveness, and optimism. Optimism for one's future, optimism for one's hope. It's a hope card. It's a hope card. So the 2nd card is the Empress in reverse, which is about a lack of confidence and a lack of growth, a disharmony within oneself, and a negligence of one's own well-being. It could be infertility, but I don't feel like that's appropriate here. I don't know. I'm not entirely sure. But I feel it's more a lack of confidence and a lack of growth, a disharmony within oneself.
I'm from the 1800s.
So in order to overcome the depression and regain the optimism, you need to deal with this lack of confidence and this disharmony. Okay, the Star upright is about hope and inspiration. It's about rejuvenating, rebuilding, renewal. That's the word I'm looking for. Renewal. So the overcoming of depression and the hope is being held back by the lack of confidence and the disharmony within oneself. But there is hope there. There is renewal available for oneself. Renewal available. But again, an inability to write. The Death card does not mean death, okay? It's a transformational card, okay? But in the reverse, it's no longer a transformational card. It's a stuck card. It's a repeating negative patterns and resisting change. Okay, there's hope within you, but you're resisting change and you're stagnating yourself because of it. And then we have the Emperor. Now, this could be a male figure within your life. This could be you. But it's more about stability, routine, structure, and being logical, practical. DFX, can I ask your biological
We need
sex,
you to
please?
help us.
Either an F or an M. I won't ask gender because that's a far too personal question. I have no idea why all this people nowadays suddenly want to tell the world their gender. But could I just ask what your biological sex is? I am male. So this is you then. This is you. So you are wanting to be the emperor, which all males want to be the emperor. They want to be stable, secure, financially stable, as well as emotionally stable. They want, you know, it's the fatherhood. Ooh, fatherhood. Fatherhood. But here is a warning for you, right? That you can overcome this depression. You can cut through the depression. You can release it, release the depression, right? So this way up, the swords are rammed into that heart, aren't they? Yeah, they're pushed in. When you turn the heart upside down, all those blades will fall away because they're no longer under any pressure. Yeah, the releasing, the self-forgiveness is what is needed here, okay? The disharmony within yourself is a major struggle that you need to work on. There is hope. There is hope. And whilst there is hope, there is something worth fighting for.
Dancing.
But you need to be aware of repeating negative patterns. Watch out for doing the same shit, different day. Yeah? So just be careful of that. Be aware that you can be your own worst enemy. You can hold yourself back from being the emperor. Yeah? Because it's all about mentality. Mentality and emotions here. So your mentality, your emotions are what's keeping you back from being the emperor. Okay? Now I just want to just expand some more. DFX. Take the top card only. The Four of Cups in reverse, which is the seizing of opportunities, the letting go of regret, the end of stagnation, motivation and enthusiasm. This is what you need to work on. This is, you know, a G'ing you up. This is how you do it. You know, this is ultimately what you want to do, is to overcome your depression, overcome the negativity and become yourself. Become the hope and inspiration, the creative male, the renewal of oneself.
Obvious.
This is what you need to work on now. You need to work on your disharmony within yourself. You need to work on the repeating of negative patterns and the resisting of change. Okay? That's the only way that you can reach emperor status. Once you are the emperor, it is all just a case of mentally, because we were talking about emotions and mentality there, right? That this is, you need to letting go of the regret. Okay? Seize the opportunity to let go of the regret, the guilt. Okay? So that you can be the emperor. All right? Yeah. Yeah. Give me a second. Is this flipping camera gonna actually, I don't know, focus at some point? Give me a second, guys. Let me just see if I can get this stupid camera to read.
Because you need to give your screen chance to catch up with you.
Go right. So let's
Strength.
yeah. DFX. Let's get an oracle message for DFX.
Not friendly.
DFX. Oracle message for DFX. Need some pop. DFX. Have we got any cans of pop left in the fridge, baby? Oh, cards just fell. Okay, let me grab it. Patience. Just a few more months. Good things come to
Compassion.
those who wait. But with patience comes hard work and determination. Yes, good things do come to those who wait, but they come quicker to those who work for it, which you are doing. So Oracle is saying just have a little patience. Things are moving forward the way that you want them to, but you just need to give it a little more time. Go with the flow, let it build to where it needs to be. Okay? DFX and Oracle. DFX. I'm not going to take that because I knew that was me. That was me that popped that one out by accident. You can tell because it was my fingertip. DFX. 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 Is this all you're going to... Yeah, the cards have gone cold. Like ice cubes. Yeah. So that is all the Oracle wants to say to you, DFX, is just have a little patience. You're getting there. You're doing amazing. You've got this. Hope is there. Thank you, darling. And you've got this.
Stella.
Just have a little patience. You're getting there, my lovely. Okay? Alright, DFX. I'm going to leave that one with you, my darling. Just give me a second, guys, while I grab a quick drink. Ooh, that's better. A little bit of a Fanta fruit twist. Oh, delicious. You're more than welcome, DFX. More than welcome, darling. Honestly. Ooh, pardon me. That's nothing compared to a real burp. Anyway. It's alright, I have a 10-year-old son. We have burping contests. I win, but you know, it's all good fun. Now then, I do believe there's somebody else. There's 2 more people on the list, isn't there? And we're going to make that the end of the list then, I think. Alright. I'm going to make that the end of the list. Because I've only got Sailor Dune. That was it. Sailor Dune, and then...
You talk to me.
I'm talking to you, Spirit. Spirit said, very few talk to me. Well, I'm speaking to you, Spirit. I'm listening to you and I'm responding to you. So come forth and speak. Sailor Dune. Do you want this as a yes or a no? A yes or no question, I mean. Will Jay reach out? Sailor Dune. Sailor Dune. Will Jay reach out? Sailor Dune. Sailor Dune. Will Jay reach out? No. Patience is needed. Be guarded in oneself and think before you speak. Use your mental agility. But no. Jay's not going to reach out, but I will look into this. Okay, why? Why won't Jay reach out? Why won't Jay reach out? Why won't... Oh, hang on. Sorry about that, guys. I've got 2 Frenchies in the room with me and they decided they were going to just bark. So, why will Jay...
My name is Dorothy.
Cards aren't giving me anything, babe. It's like I'm being ghosted. The cards feel cold. You're going to be ghosted. See if Oracle's got anything to say to you. What's Oracle got to say? Sailor Dune and Jay. Sailor Dune and Jay. Open your heart. It will help you attract more love. Okay. He's got a ghoster.
I'm attached to the forest.
There's an earth sign involved. A Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Oh, this is somebody else. There's somebody else involved. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. Somebody knew. Ooh, lucky. Well, there's an earth sign involved with you, darling, that's coming up. Open your heart. There's an earth sign incoming. An earth sign. Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. the message? Come on. Caution. Just beware and find out more information before making any movements in life, whether that be career, relationships. But I'm seeing you need to open up your heart. There's an earth sign involved, but you need to be careful. Caution, be careful what you say. Okay? Watch what you say. Watch your wording. Alright? As for Jay, the cards are cold. I mean, the only way I can describe it to you is when you pick up a pack of cards, they're at room temperature, aren't they? Right? They don't have like a temperature as such. But these are cold. These feel like they've been sat in the freezer.
Hey, over here.
And I see that there being no response from that. That's just a no. Now, I want you to bear in mind that a page card is about somebody who is only emotionally mature up to about the age of 12. Emotionally. So, this person, this Jay, is not emotionally mature enough to deal with whatever it is that's going on with him right now. Him, her, it, them. He's just not emotionally mature enough. He's still emotionally a child. And he's gone cold. Super cold. If it's not a ghosted situation, then maybe it's an icing out situation that's going on there. But I'm seeing that you need to open your heart. But with this is also that open your eyes. There's an earth sign coming that you need to be aware of. This is the one you need to be watching for. Because it's the one you want. And just be cautious. Take your time. Now, this Jay, he said he disassociates. Has he got a diagnosis? And what does he mean by disassociates? Does he disassociate, sit and zone out? So it's like he's in a world of his own? Or is it that he disassociates and lashes out? So I'm being serious. Goes cold, yeah? Just like the cards. Has he lashed out before?
Brown eyes.
And when I say lashed out, I mean maybe pick something up and thrown it across the room because he's lost his temper. I'm not necessarily saying... no, so that's okay then. So I would call that disassociation. Because when people disassociate, I know this from personal... that you do go cold to the world around you, that, you know. Now, the problem is people who have got avoidant tendencies don't tend to take responsibility for their own actions. There will always be somebody else's fault, somebody else to blame for it. Somebody like that you can't help. You can't fix them. You can't help them. The only thing that you can do is take a step back and say, until you can learn to take responsibility for your actions, I'm not going to take responsibility for you. Why the hell should I? At the end of the day, part of growing up and being emotionally mature is accepting responsibility for one's actions or inactions. And if he is not able to take the responsibility for that, then he is not emotionally mature enough to be in a relationship. The cards are cold for a reason. And I just get the feeling that you need to just ghost. I can ask if there's going to be realisation on his timeline. Will there be realisation on Jay's timeline? Oh, I'm not taking that. It's too early. Will there be realisation on Jay's timeline? Will there be realisation on Jay's timeline? No.
Ugly.
I see dishonesty, corruption, and a lack of accountability. Karmic avoidance. I think that you need to do the very sensible thing in that you need to continue to keep that block up until Jay can actually
Hierarchy.
take responsibility. Okay? But no, I don't see him being at any point in his life actually able to take accountability for his actions. I see that there is going to be a lack of accountability, dishonesty, and a karmic avoidance. Yeah, avoidance. So, yeah, I'm sorry about that. But just remember that when one door closes, 1,000 more will open. And you can't help somebody who doesn't want to help themselves. And you can't love somebody who cannot love themselves. Okay? And you need to be aware that your mental health and your well-being comes before anybody else's. Okay? Unless you've got kids. In that case, your kids come first. But other than that, that's what I want you to take away from this, darling. So it's time to shut that door. Allow yourself to see the thousands of possibilities that are now in front of you.
Christopher.
To open your heart and go with it. Okay? Alright, just be cautious. Don't be blind to red flags. I feel that you've been very dismissive of red flags so far. And I also feel that you need to be a lot more aware of them. Don't dismiss them. The red flags are there for a reason. And a red flag now, that's ignored or just dismissed now, turns into a fucking typhoon, a hurricane that will rip through your life in the future. Alright? So Sailor Dune, I'm going to leave that one there with you, my darling. Do come back and see me again soon. Stay in contact. Guys, I have now got a brand new Discord channel. The link is in the chat. You may have to scroll up to find it, but you are more than welcome to join me on Discord. I do group chats on Discord, and I'll also be doing one-on-one chats. So there are a few people that have reached out to me in the last couple of months who've had readings from me that I've specifically said to stay in touch so that I can make sure they're okay. And everybody else, you're more than welcome to message me on Discord, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. All right? All right then, my darling. So, I am on, this is the last name on the list. That's it for me then. I'm off to bed after this. So it's Rutius next. Rutius, are you there, my darling? And shall we do a general read for you, or do you have a question for the cards? A general reading.
I'm upset.
Rutius, general read. Rutius, general read. Rutius, general read. Rutius, general read. Page of Wands in reverse. Being hasty or gullible. Lack of creativity or ambition. Then we have the Five of Swords in reverse, which is about moving on and compromise. Communication, ending conflict. Oh, that could be impatient, hasty and impatient, or a compromise, or an ending of conflict. Hasty and impatient for the ending of a conflict. Rutius. That landed in the upright. So there is anxiety, a deep, I say stress and anxiety and stress, overwhelmed and burdened. That's probably just work, to be honest with you. Work in general does that to people. The next is the High Priestess in reverse, which is all about manipulation, cornering, trickery, deception, all the nasty stuff. I don't know why that's there. Anxiety over the manipulation. The anxiety over the manipulation. Take that in the upright. There's balance, trying to find the balance, and flexible, juggling. There's a hasty, almost impatient need for an end of a conflict here. for a resolution of some kind. There's fear and anxiety over this, conflict. There's quite severe anxiety and fear over this conflict. It's quite a big conflict, and there's a lot of manipulation involved with this conflict. I'm not saying from you, but I'm actually saying from others in this conflict. There is a lot of manipulation going on, emotional, and mental manipulation. I see it is a balancing act. It is an absolute balancing act, and nobody can keep up the juggle. Nobody can do that. I do see it could stand for the finance side, struggling to balance the finances, because we got Icy's mum, or Icy, and then a female with a lot of Icy's mum's financial issues within the family, and I feel that is weighing on you as well. It's almost a financial balancing act.
Definition.
But you've got anxiety. There's a fear here over the manipulation that's being used, but I don't know why you would feel that there's manipulation. I'm not going to take that because I'm not even asking a card question at the moment. Let me Rutius. It's one. It's two. It's just not fucking landed. But I have to leave it there now. There, we've got one.
I
Yeah,
need
I
more
need it to come
energy.
back out. There's two. That's three. I'm going to go for the 5 again. Okay, now 4. Talk about a story. Oh, that one popped over. So, we have the repetitive or boring job. Overspending. There's a balance. Oh, overspending. The regret of refusing offers. The unexpected change. The divorce. Bankruptcy. Having to accept the fact and admitting defeat. Oh. This is an overwhelming fear and manipulation, balancing the finances with a boring job, the missed opportunities, causing chaos and bankruptcy, having to accept what's gone on and what's happened, and admitting defeat. When it comes to finances, yeah. This again. So I've read for you, it was finances, it was your mom, right? And now I'm reading this and it's finances and it's your partner. I don't feel like this is anything to do his fault. But he's going to get dragged into this because Rutius, that sounds not, yeah. I can see that you're impatient for the end of the conflict, right? You want it all to end so that you can just lay it to rest and you can get it sorted. I understand that, yeah? And it's causing almost an overwhelming fear. But there's manipulation involved, yeah? There is manipulation of not you, but within the family. There's manipulation of finances going on, right? Sounds to me like someone's skimming off the top, skimming. I don't know what that means. I know what that means. It means stealing. But yeah, it's here. It's here. See, the Tower card, it's the destruction card. It is the ending of a card.
Private.
It's the bankruptcy card more than anything, but it's also a divorce card. Now, I'm not saying, you know, you and your partner are going to divorce, but this could be either the divorce of the relationship between you and your parents, you and your father. Yeah. But this isn't your fault. None of this is your fault. You're just being dragged into this. You're being dragged into this with manipulation. I feel like you need to cut ties. You need to literally... I don't know if you can though. I feel like you're financially really kind of tied in. I feel like you're financially tied into this, but I also feel like you're going to have to cut and run. I feel like it's the only way to get away from the Tower card. It's the only way, because the manipulation, the trickery, the cunning, the slyness about it to keep you involved, and it's not good. It's not your story. It's not your fight. It's not your responsibility.
Run.
Yeah. It's not for you to be involved in. Whoever's got this financial issue, it's their fuck up, not yours. Yeah. I think I can. The Tower card is literally putting the walls up around oneself, and there's a guardian watching over you, darling. There is a guardian watching over you. So that means there's a loved one who's passed previously, who's watching over you, who's trying to point you in the right direction, and you can feel that person there. You need to pay more attention to spirit, okay? Spirit is with you. I feel like spirit is constantly with you, and I feel like it's a family member, somebody you lost maybe only, I want to say about 4 years ago. And I feel like they've watched over you ever since. Almost the same way they watched over you in life, if not more so now. Okay, the next card that I get is the spy card. Is someone is literally spying on you. Now, I get the feeling that it's a male. Even though this is a female spy, I feel like this is a male who is literally spying on you and using all the information that they can get their hands on. Does the name Bert mean anything to you? Bert. Brian? Spirit, did you mean Brian? Spirit, did you mean Brian? No? It could have just been a random name that just came out from Spirit. I just wanted to ask while it was there. Someone's got their eye on you. You need to be the same, though. You need to be watching them. Watching them, keeping your mouth shut, and use your intuition. The red flags you ignore now will come back to bite you later on. Oh, we'll see you later, Sarah. It was good to see you, my darling. I'll see you soon, okay? Mwah. See you soon, Sarah. So, yeah, Rutius.
Night whispers.
There, you have a guardian angel. I feel like it's no more than 4 years ago you lost this person and that they've watched over you. Okay? That someone is spying on you, and it's not your guardian, there's somebody else. When I feel it's a male is spying on you and trying to get information. Now, I don't know what information it is they want, but it must be something to do with finances. Okay. And then we get the intuition card. Once again, red flags that you ignore now are going to become the hurricane that wipes you out in the future. All right. I honestly, I don't know what else to say, Rutius, to be honest with you. I mean, is there anything you want to say to me? Is there anything?
Nicholas.
No, because I'm asking about Rutius. I mean, all I need to know, or all that I needed to point out was that I'm not sure where this conflict is, right? I'm not going to say that the conflict is based around a male, but I do feel there is a male involvement, especially with the manipulation. Jing, I've just closed the list, my darling. I'm so sorry. I will be back tomorrow at about 6 p.m. UK time, and you are more than... I'll write your name down now, Jing. So tomorrow, if you
You
pop
are
on for
cherished.
about 6-ish, I'll make sure that you're top of the list. Okay? Jing 96. Alright. See, you're on my list for tomorrow. Alright, sweetheart. So yeah, like I was saying, Rutius, I don't know where the conflict is. I don't know what's going on in your personal life. All I can do is read the cards. Yeah, and just remember, guys, tarot is all for entertainment purposes, and it's all allegedly. Thank you very much. That is my disclaimer. But yeah, I feel that in order to stop the tower moment, the tower crashing, you are going to have to cut ties with whatever or whoever you feel is the manipulative one, okay? Because you are being manipulated into somebody else's conflict. I feel like if this person just told the truth, you'd still be willing to help them. But they're too stupid to just tell the truth. So, too selfish, too egotistical, maybe.
Argue.
Argumentative. Yeah, very much so. So, yeah, I'll leave that with you, Rutius. Okay, my darling? All right, sweetheart. Oh, I'm absolutely exhausted now. One hell of a night. Right then, my lovelies. Thank you so much for joining me today at Shadow Sam Tarot. I've loved meeting all of you and chatting with all of you. It really has been so lovely. And you're all more than welcome for your reads. Do come back and stay in touch with me. Like and share the channel if you don't mind. And if you don't want to, that's fine. That's fine. But make sure you pop back and see me. And don't forget to scroll up in chat and join me on Discord. The link is there waiting for you in chat. All right then, guys. So I'm going to wish you all a good night.
We're all around you.
Farewell. And I shall see you all tomorrow.